Roy wasn't big in stature. He was just a little guy, and he had a certain nickname that we're not allowed to use right now, but everybody knows what it was.
Roy and I go back a long way. We spent many hours up at the YMCA running the track, and it doesn't look like it now, but back in those days, we ran an awful lot up there.
A lot of years in the league, very dedicated and very competitive. And week after week, his teams came. He brought a lot of new talent to the league, and a lot of speed, and a lot of guys that played hard every down.
He wasn't real tall, but he made up for it in heart, and he's just a real fine human being.
Roy was just a good guy, good organizer. He kept the league going, and you know, back in the day we had 8 teams, and Roy always had an 8 team in that 8-team league.
I always remember Joe Berger and Leiter. Those two would play every down like it was the last down of the game. And Roy had those types of teams year in and year out.
My name's Roy Stoner. I played for Dougie Stottlemyre and Ralph Stottlemyre when I first came into the league. That was back probably about 1975, and that was Pope Avenue Tavern. Soon after that, I realized that my knees wouldn't hold up to playing every weekend, so I decided to try coaching, and I went out and found a sponsor, which was Bobby Twigg with Valley Cyclery. And Bobby was a really good sponsor, bought us all really nice uniforms, and from that I was able to put a team together with some of the guys that I had knew. And from there we went on and played in the league. I had 2 other sponsors. I had Pabst Blue Ribbon, which was Phil Singer over there on Virginia Avenue. And then I ended up with Ron's Deli, who was another good sponsor. All 3 of my sponsors were really good to us and treated us real well. I think probably the greatest flag football memory I have is probably just playing with all those guys. We were involved in so many good games, both in regular season and playoffs. And because of the caliber of the league and the quality of the teams, why every week was an exciting game for me and for my players. And I just thought that, you know, over the course of the years that I played, there was a lot of games that we were involved in that I could say were, you know, just great to be part of. Well, I surely would like to thank my wife for putting up with me for all those years of being away on Saturdays during the fall of the year. And I guess that it can be said about the rest of the wives on all the teams, or girlfriends, whatever, that they put up with that and let us do our boys' things, I guess. Also would like to thank the sponsors, because like I say, without those guys, we wouldn't have had a league. I know we went to a tournament in Baltimore down there at Patterson Park, and Bobby Twigg with Valley Cyclery, he put us all up in the room down there, so you know, can't ask any more than that. Rick Short was a good guy. That is someone that helped us out. Some of the other coaches on my team, Denny Cooper and a couple other guys that helped me out get the thing started. I really want to thank them.